She enjoyed a 12-year professional ballet career, gracing stages across the world. And now she's written a memoir that tells a story of her passion on stage and hanging up her ballet shoes to focus on being a mother, wife, teacher, and a writer. Joining me now is the author of the Nutcracker Chronicles, Janine Kovac. Janine, so great to have you here at Live in the Bay.
Thank you for having me.
You had an incredible career traveling all around the world. It took you to stages all around the world. So tell me a little bit about your career as a ballet dancer.
Most of my career took place in Europe, in Italy, and in Iceland. And in those companies, we toured all kinds of eclectic theaters and amphitheaters. Some were castle ruins, some were parks, some were just those gorgeous theaters that you see in the movies with the presidential boxes and the Empress box and raked stage. And those are the places that we performed. I danced in for various choreographers in Europe and here in San Francisco.
Amazing. And you took all of those experiences and then some, and you put them into the Nutcracker Chronicles. Tell me about the book.
The book covers the career of a professional dancer from a student through life beyond the stage, but told through the trajectory of the Nutcracker. So there's a party scene, there's a battle, there's a snow scene, and because I danced, my husband danced, our children danced, we had lots of stories to fit those little scenes.
And why did you think that the Nutcracker was the perfect kind of vehicle to tell your story in that way?
Well, the Nutcracker is one of the only full-length ballets where there's no real star. Everybody has a role to play that can be significant, whether you're in one of the second act dances, or you're one of the children in the party scene, or you're the Sugar Plum Fairy. There are just lots of opportunities to take the stage, and that fit really well with the different phases that we have in life as an ambitious student, as a struggling dancer, as a successful dancer, as a retired dancer, and it also was a nice way to tell the story that just isn't so focused on one person. It made it more universal.
Amazing. And why was it important for you to kind of highlight the career after the dancer and all the different hats that you put on and, you know, roles that you take after you hang up the ballet shoes?
Well, if you focus on a dancer's career, which is really short, it feels like it dwindles, it fades. And there's so much that we do as women, as mothers, as artists, that is not just performing. It's our whole lives. It's how we interact with people, it's how we emote, it's how we have empathy. And so when I thought back on my career, the more time passed, the less it felt significant. And then when I started writing, I thought, oh, I'm still doing many of these things. I'm still performing, I'm still connecting people, and it felt important to put that together.
Mm-hmm. How would you say your creativity and professionalism as a dancer, you took kind of those elements and you put that into writing? What worked for you there?
Experience with rejection. Because as a dancer, you might not get all the roles you want, you might not get into the company that you want, you might have a performance that didn't go the way you wanted it to, and you just have to move on. You have to take what worked and then move on to the next thing. And then as a writer, there's lots of rejection when you submit your book, when you submit stories, reader feedback, and all that experience helped me focus on what's really working in this piece of art, whether it's a book or a dance. And, you know, when you're a dancer, you have to show up every day, whether you feel like it or not. And you have to do that as a writer as well.
Yeah,
and you have to show up.
You have to do that as a mother as well. I know that motherhood is a big part of that book as well, and talking about being a wife and, you know, a mom and a teacher. You went on to teach ballet. How did you kind of balance it all after having your dance career, you know, balance all of the different hats that you had to wear?
It doesn't feel like balance. It feels like trying it feels like harmony. So balance feels like, you know, like a counterbalance. And harmony is a lot of things can happen at the same time, but as long as we're in tune, it still kind of works. And so I try to do that with our family, with what's important to each person and what they need to do in the day in their lives, and how we can create the environment that will help us all thrive.
What is the biggest takeaway that you hope readers get from your book?
That you're always an artist. That if you have a joy inside, that is your passion, that you work hard to either put on the stage or put on a canvas, that you are always that artist.
I think one of the other themes is, you know, kind of the transition from just needing to do something else. And, you know, what do you hope that anyone who maybe is stuck in a career that they don't like, or they kind of know this is going to end, but what's next? What advice would you have for that?
I would say that your body knows. Like, your body knows when it's time to eat, when you're tired, when it's time to move on. We have all these signals that our body tells us, like, this is stressful, this isn't working, this is working, this person is a nice person to make a connection with or whatever. And I would say listen to that voice instead of shutting it off, because we do a lot of distractions to separate us from that. So that's what I would say.
Okay, amazing. You have a couple of book signings coming up. Where can people find you?
On Monday, Veterans Day, November 11th, I'll be at Gilman Brewing Company in Berkeley. And then November 12th, Tuesday, I'll be at Medicine for Nightmares in the Mission. And then November 19th, Tuesday, I'll be part of the virtual Grotto Nights with the Public Library, San Francisco Public Library, and we will be discussing when bad people do good things. All writers, and we'll talk about how we put that in our work.
Okay. Janine, thank you so much for joining us and sharing about the Nutcracker Chronicles. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me.